All right, guys, so another off-the-cuff basement video down here. We are going to do chest today. I think we're going to start off with just a couple questions that people ask me on Instagram, which if you have any questions, shoot me a message. It gives me something to talk about. I know what I know, but I don't know what other people know or what people that are watching me or want to watch me want to know about. So just ask me whatever and then see if I can answer it for you. So Seabass is talking about getting abs. So already has a great physique anyways, but obviously to increase your ab definition, it's just about lowering body fat at the end of the day. You can do ab exercises, which I've definitely done those myself too. Even down here, I've put the incline bench. I've set that up before where decline, so it's all the way past 90. So you're down and then bringing yourself up, hanging on to weight and stuff to put more tension on the abs. And it's just crunches, right? So whether you're sitting on the ground, holding on to a ball, holding on the weight, doing crunches, that's a great way to do it. Hold on to a dumbbell, doing sit-ups, crunches, things like that. Planks, anything to engage the abs will build the muscle, right? Obviously trying to be in an 8 to 15 rep range is gonna be the best for building the muscle there. But I think in the bodybuilding world, for the most part, guys don't train the abs too much. Maybe a little bit of the abdominals on the side to try to get that, where the muscle on the bottom pops out there and ties into the abs. Crunches to the, favoring one side and you're going up versus the other. So that is one way to do it. You can train your abs, but most of the time it's just diet, getting lean enough that the abs are seen. And the thinner the skin, the more the muscle striations are going to be showing through. A distance runner, long endurance runner, they're going to be lean. They're going to have striations, but they're going to be small, right? So it's that balance between the distance runner and the power lifter. You want to be, you can be wherever you want. Everybody's different taste, but some size, lean. You're gonna have the striations popping through. Bodybuilders, they don't train the abs too much because they don't want their waist to get wider. They want the wide shoulders, narrow waist, ideally, so more that V-taper effect. But yeah, so that's kind of my take on the abs. Another question from Jay was asking about at-home workouts for somebody who wants to get started without going to the gym. To go to the gym is the best option for the most part. Just getting at home, that's what I did, right? So I started down here in my basement for the most part with my rack and just this right here, doing squats, lunges with the bar on my back. I bought dumbbells right away too. But adjustable, you could start with just a bench, adjustable dumbbells, and that's gonna be strength. You can start with just the bench and dumbbells for strength, or even just doing sit-ups, push-ups, calisthenics, getting your steps in every day, depending on your starting points, right? So somebody that hasn't been doing any activity, they're gonna have to start out just by walking, small wins like that. Instead of, driving to the gas station that's maybe a mile away, maybe you walk that day. Maybe take your dog for a little longer walk. A lot of people think of cardio as running, you gotta have the heart rate way up, but that's just not the case. You can go out there and just walk. That's all it really is. You can just be the guy walking around the block, doing laps. Just start out walking a block. If you do that one day, even one day a week, do it one day a week. That's better than what you were doing before if you were just sitting on the couch all day. So small wins like that is the biggest thing. And then I think, for myself, right? So the confidence goes up as you start seeing improvement in yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're only competing against yourself. Everybody has different genetics. Everybody looks different. It's just the way it is, right? So you can have, look like a Chris Bumstead, right? I mean, he's on the very top. Why are we, as an average person, we can't be comparing ourselves to that, right? I mean, everybody's in a different spot. So, everybody's in a different spot. If you look at running, other individualized sports, if you're trying to run one person can be running a 5-minute mile, one person can be running a 6, a 7, an 8, 9. All that matters, wherever you start at, you just want to see improvement. That's all that matters. I mean, it doesn't matter what somebody else is necessarily running, especially in, that's what's nice about some of the individual sports, is that it doesn't matter if somebody else is running a 4-minute mile, a 350, they're on the top. That's great, amazing. They put the work in to do that as well. But on the other hand, most people don't have the genetics to even, they could be training ever since they were, 3 years old, their entire life, trying to run the fastest mile ever, and somebody else that has good genetics started at 15 running for the first time could probably still beat them at 20, right? So It's just kind of the way it is. So all we can do is compare ourselves to ourselves, you know, just make yourself better, continuous improvement. That's all we can really do. So I guess looking back around at home workouts, push-ups, sit-ups, the planks, crunches, anything, almost anything you can think of. If you can find a set of cheap adjustable dumbbells on Facebook Marketplace, that's another good option too. So Facebook Marketplace, great spot for used equipment. I got this rack off of Facebook Marketplace for 1,200 bucks. I think they're like $3,000 brand new. The bench and the first couple plates I bought, I got from Dick's Sporting Goods, which was quite a bit overpriced. I think it was like 800 bucks for that set with the barbell. But dumbbells I bought on Amazon. I got my leg extension hamstring curl off of Marketplace as well for 1,200 bucks for both of them, which was a great deal. But all you have to do is just look. You know, if you have even a small budget, people can make things work. So if there's a will, there's a way. You can get it done. Anyways, let's get into doing some chest today. I'm just gonna warm up with some flat bench, and then we're going to go into some incline and probably just some flies with dumbbells, maybe a little bit of dumbbell pressing. At the 55s, I have up to 55s down here, so we'll see how. All right, so we're just starting out with some 135 here, up and down. And obviously I'm home alone by myself today, so a little talk on safety, I guess. Always using your safety arms. I know sometimes these at-home these racks you can buy for your house or wherever, they come with like the straps as well. But I think if you're buying, just spend a little extra money, get the metal safety arms, doing it at home. That way, if you obviously you don't want to be dropping the bar on yourself and dying in your basement trying to work out. So definitely do it safe, do it right. Even necessarily, I do have the clips on the end of the barbell as well, but that's not necessarily the safest thing either. But you want to be able to get that weight to slide off if you did have too much weight on you ever. Let's get into some flat bench. Ooh.
The chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
Yep, feeling heavy. Well, would you look at that? We got two of the big ones on there, 225. So many of these I can crank out. Maybe we'll go to failure on this. Won't be too many, I don't think. First time I got 225 was July 28th, 2024. Yeah, so July 28th, 2024 is the first time I got 225, and we wrote it down up there. Maybe someday we'll be able to write 315 up there. Only 3. And down on the safety arms. All right, so there we go. We got 3 reps with 225. All right, 205. See how this moves. Got to start doing my sets a little quicker here. Sitting too much time looking at the TikTok instead of working out here. It's one nice thing looking at the gym a little bit, kind of keeps you in check. Like maybe that guy's sitting on the machine, not using it for 10 minutes. Only 6. Whew. See, a lot of you guys probably walk into the gym, walk right up, throw 2 big ones on there and be benching 10, 15 reps. Well, y'all bench me. See, I gotta do some more flat bench. I haven't been doing benching for, I don't know. It's probably been, man, 8 months. I guess I kind of stopped benching last summer. I kept on tweaking my arm because as you can see, my form isn't probably ideal, but I guess my form is fine overall. But the issue is I end up like flaring an elbow out, and then I'll get pain right between like my outside of my bicep and my delt. So right up in here on my left arm especially, for whatever reason, I'll get pain there going heavy all the time benching. But I think it's just due to my form not being the best. All right, so I'll try to do this last one hard set of 185. And then probably try to do some incline, see what that feels like. I haven't done incline in 8 months as well. It's been quite a long time since I've done this incline with the barbell. Just been going to the gym every day for chest instead of the basement. Every once in a while I've done a little like lighter weight benching stuff just to warm up when other machines are in use. But otherwise I've just been doing a lot of plate loaded stuff. Like the plate loaded machines for pressing. Just because I feel I can stretch my pecs more and then get more, I just feel it in my chest a lot more if I'm using machines versus benching. I seem to, I don't know. Yeah, it's like for benching for me, I get tired and then it's like everything else I'm using but my chest. It's like, then it turns into like the arm exercise, the delt, everything else but my chest, it almost feels like. But I don't know, most of the, if you see a guy with a big chest, most of the time they can bench a lot of weight. So I don't know, I'm probably just doing it wrong. Let me know in the comments.
I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you gotta feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back.
All right. But that right there, guys, you know, it's only 185, not much weight. I mean, kids in high school can start out doing this kind of weight. But again, it's just that personal competition. How can I get better every day? So for me right now, 185, it's a pretty good working weight for me. But hopefully over the next couple months, this goes back up, you know, where we're doing 10 sets with 225. So that's all we can really do, right? Compete against ourselves. Well, here we are. Doing incline, 135. Different angle, see how this ends up looking.
Aftermath, when I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
5 on the incline. Let's see how this angle looks. All right, 3 reps with 185 on the incline. All right, so what do we got here? We got, all right, so we got 165 on here now, and we're shirtless. So we'll see how the 165 moves. Maybe it'll be easier because we're shirtless. Probably not move easier. Let's just wrap on 135 and get that top rep range of 8 to 15 here. All right, so we're now down to 135. Let's see how many reps we can get with this. Hopefully we're between that 8 and 15 rep range. Probably do 3 sets of this. Not sure if I'll record.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do.
Another rep, another set with 135 here. I need to get some better lighting in here so we can add, 40 pounds of muscle just by the lighting.
I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it.
Got them all. On to the next thing. All right, dumbbell flies. We're just finished off with that. Some of these. Like you.
Want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level, they think that work is too stressful. I think that work is essential, the grind is all in your mental.
All right, so last couple sets here. I'm just gonna be doing just flies, laying down, doing some flies. And I think that's all you really need for, a chest day at the end of the day. I think you just do some pressing, do some flies, and I think some people overcomplicate it. Just do the sets that you're gonna do them hard. I mean, you go into failure in some of these on the benching is definitely a little over the top. That's not what I normally do. You wanna get like pretty close, but you don't wanna be going to failure every day. It's also a little dangerous. But yeah, as you get into it, you'll definitely get a good feeling for it of where your limits are. But I really like the dumbbell flies. At the gym, I always just use the pec deck because it feels better. I like it more. But at home, if you have adjustable dumbbells and a bench, you can get a lot done. You can essentially do your incline because you don't need to be using a rack with the bar. You can get your adjustable dumbbells, do your incline press on a bench, do your flat bench, do a flat press, and then do some flies. And that should be sufficient chest day, especially just starting out. You're gonna be able to get a lot done. Or maintenance, if you've already developed pretty good physique, that's gonna help you out quite a bit. Anyways, let's do a set of these.
I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity and I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say, damn, I learned some lessons. And say, damn, I had no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing.
All right, well, that's all that takes. If you notice at the end of my set there, I was trying to really stretch and just stay deeper because obviously the curve, the way it gets lighter as you go up. I think I'm actually gonna grab the 35s for the next set. Oh, which funny thing, I actually bought 15, 25, 35, 45, 55 for my dumbbells just because I figured the 10s would be easier to find in the future, buying them used off the marketplace. Still haven't gotten around to buying those, but all right, we got our 35s ready to do some more flies. Another set of these. All right, that's a pretty good set there. It's a quick little chest day. Doesn't take much, guys. Just some inclined bench, a little flat, some flies. Generally do a little different workout at the gym, but for an at-home workout, that's all you really need. So get your adjustable dumbbells, flat bench. There's a good chest day for you at home. Well, for the rest of my day here, I'm gonna go up, meal prep, get some beef out of the freezer here, go up, probably make some chili for some meal preps, maybe some chicken and beef, some beef with, well, essentially taco meat, right? So I use the taco meat seasoning, make taco meat, rice, and that's a pretty good meal right there too. Simple, fast to make. If you made it this far into the video, like and subscribe. Hopefully you like it. If you have any questions, tips, anything at all, reach out. You can find me on, I think Instagram's probably the best for messaging. I do have Snapchat in my bio as well, plus TikTok. But yeah, let me know if you guys want me to talk about anything else, any questions, just reach out. I guess also, if you guys have any tips for meals, what are your favorite high calorie meals that aren't overly, aren't super high fat? But if they are, that's fine too. I'll take a look at those. But have a good day.